The Brooklyn Nets coming into the building and looking sharp. Now that we have a second, let's take a quick peek at the rebounding numbers for the last handful of seasons for him.
On the boards, he's been a much bigger presence these last few years than he had been prior. And he can be counted on now to make an impact with his rebounding. And that's a product of all the work he's put in down low.
So the Nets starting five. We've got Green, Randall out there with Cody Zeller. Then it's Morant, and it's Dinwiddie in at the shooting guard position. And for Pittsburgh, they've got Young. Morris is out there with Barrett. Then it's Wendell Carter, and it's Reddish in at the shooting guard. And here's Morant, following the three-pointer by Trae Young. And it's Morant missing. Second chance points. That helps an offense, Kenny. It's an easy way to get some scoring. Which players do the best job of keeping possessions alive for the chance to get the second chance?
Second chance points, I would say Drummond, Steven Adams, and Cantor. Those are guys who are great offensive rebounders, and they get it done.
Don't forget Montrezl Harrell is another guy that is doing a great job.
Oh, and the potential Carter Jr. has is enticing. A multi-talented big who plays with the real competitive fire. He is a fantastic athlete for a power forward. Whatever he lacks in height, he makes up for with hops.
And Pittsburgh with the possession here, following the bucket by the Nets. And it's blocked.
And registering one of the highest verticals at the NBA Combine, Zeller can send your shot back.
Barrett against Green. Barrett, no good.
He doesn't get the finish, but the D's got to be quicker to rotate and stop him from getting to the rim.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, you can tell they love to get out and run when the opportunity is there.
Now, here's Barrett. He had a 30-point outing their last game again.
Yeah, and don't forget about his passing. I mean, he didn't forget about his teammates. He was spreading the ball all over the floor.
Carter, that's good.
What concentration from the big man right there. Carter Jr., I mean, he's experienced at converting difficult baskets.
Here's Morant. And there it is for him. When you look around the league, a lot of great defenders. Kenny, in your view, what makes a great perimeter defender when you think about those names?
Wow, long arms, the ability to slide your feet and play multiple positions.
So, PG, Kawhi, those are a couple guys, right?
Anthony Davis.
Anthony Davis.
Yeah, guys who are really going to be able to move around and feel comfortable being uncomfortable.
And I would say that I think, and PG is a terrific defender. He's an elite level defender, but the two best are Kawhi and AD, because those are the guys that can comfortably guard 1 through 5. They can guard perimeter and paint. Consistent.
Great footwork for both.
Yes.
Here's Young after the basket by Brooklyn. And the shot is good. Young's got 5 now.
And having to respect Young's deep range defensively, hard to close off the lane.
Morant kicks to Green. Now here's Dinwiddie. He's guarded closely. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for Pittsburgh.
Yeah, I mean, they had their chances, competed deep into that game, but had a few lulls there that just kind of took them down.
And those are the games that really hurt. I mean, you're playing well, the effort's there, and in the end, it still isn't enough.
Now Randall after the missed 3 from Cam Reddish. Dinwiddie with the bucket.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
A nice shot by Young.
Oh, he's got to roll in this quarter, taking it on himself to guide their offense.
Here now is Dinwiddie. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against San Antonio.
I mean, and you look at his free throw numbers. I mean, it shows you how much pressure he put on the defense.
And the last shot before the buzzer is off. It's a tie game here in Oakland. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And guys, when you consider how Pittsburgh is doing, your thoughts?
You know, I think they're going to be happy with how they've played here early on.
Well, looking at this quarter, they should be. Another quarter like this, and they'll be riding high at halftime.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. And Pittsburgh, looking at who they've got out there. We've got Marcus Morris. Reddish out there with Young. Then it's R.J. Barrett. And it's Carter in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
And at 6'7", Barrett with terrific positional size, which allows him to create problems for defenders down low.
Well, Kenny, you've played with so many all-time great players, one of which was Hakeem the Dream Olajuwon. He was a good one. Do you think we'll ever see another one just like the Dream?
I don't think so. He was so unique. His ability, his footwork, his timing. He led the league in top 10 in 5 categories.
Isn't that amazing?
5 categories.
That's incredible.
Offensively and defensive categories. It's unbelievable. Just a dominant force.
If you think about him, he is what the modern game is today. He was the one guy in his era who played the way bigs can play today.
That's a good thought. Green dishes to Randall, and Randall throws it down.
That's the savvy veteran Green. He's able to spot when his teammates aren't being covered. That's a nice read right there.
Here's Morris. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist. You look at when you guys played, Kenny, you know, a ton of incredible guards, certainly during your time. Which players gave you the biggest fits when you tried to guard them? Who were the most difficult guys?
Well, you know, I didn't have to guard Jordan, but I know that a lot of people had Mike Mayers before they played him.
Mike Mayers. That's a good one.
Yeah. But you know what's funny? Like guys like Dana Barris and Mahmoud, they were tough to guard, like because they were so small, and they could get up under you, and you couldn't really pressure them at times.
It was always the guys that most people wouldn't think about.
Yeah.
Michael Adams.
Yep.
Muggsy Bogues. I hated to be guarded by him too. And then, you know, there were some guys that just had quirky games. Remember, was it Kevin Porter?
Oh, did you play against John Bagley?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Herky-jerky guy.
Now here's Randall after R.J. Barrett's miss. Off on the layup. Reddish with the ball. His last outing, he had 18 points. It's Young on the wing. Dinwiddie covering. Young against Dinwiddie. And Young kicks to Reddish. Just 4 to shoot. Nope, not that time. Nothing for 2 from the field. Here's Morant. And finished off by Morant.
So good at making plays in the open floor, whether Morant's running the break or finishing it.
Barrett against Green. Unloads. No good off the back of the rim.
With the D playing soft off him, he might have been better off taking it to the hoop instead of settling for the jumper.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. And what about our special guest? Kenny, thanks for taking the time to join us, dropping by. Always a pleasure. You add so much to the broadcast.
Man, thanks for having me. This is just great.
Thank you. And Greg, a lot of fun to be joined by Kenny the Jet, huh? As brilliant as he was on the court, he is just as amazing off it.
And, you know, Kenny has this amazing knack for describing what he sees with such clarity. Rare gift, and I'm glad he can share it with us.
Oh, don't forget about this fella for a second. He is the definition of dangerous.
Morant, the bounce pass. To the middle, Randall. And Randall throws it down.
What I love about Randall is the power he plays with. He's an absolute force inside.
Morant against Young. Young is double. Three-pointer. Rebounded by the Nets. They're getting their first look at the season at Pittsburgh in this one. And the wide open shot from Green. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. And now a 12-point Nets lead.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And the wide open shot from Reddish. Gets an open look and hits. Reddish has got his first basket.
You just can't leave anyone open around Young. He's very capable of spotting his uncovered teammates.
Dinwiddie passes to Zeller. They kick it out to Green. The three-pointer off the mark. And so that brings the first half to a close.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K. And rejoining us here at the table, hey, he's back, Kenny the Jet Smith. Kudos. And that's going to...
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Without question, Trae Young displaying his skills today.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And as they can't slow him down, you know what you do? You keep feeding them and feeding them and feeding them. This is the right game plan.
Setting the floor for the Nets. Zeller is out there with Randall. Then there's John Morant. Then it's Green, and it's Dinwiddie in at the 2. Morris kicks to Reddish. Pass to Carter. Barrett against Green. Young with no one around. Drops in the tray. Young's got 12.
And the touch Young has from beyond the arc, he is almost unguardable from there.
Morant against Young. Here's Dinwiddie. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Young is double. In the corner, it's Morris. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Young's got his third assist on the night. Nets leading by 7. High post Zeller. Right side Green. Carter pulls it in.
Give it up for the D. No fear. You risk getting posterized. You know what, though? But you still take them on.
And Young now, top of the key. Over Zeller. And there's Pittsburgh with another bucket.
Rock solid start for them. I mean, they're 3 for 3 since coming out of the locker room.
Pass to Dinwiddie.
Might take them a little while to find their stride here in the second half. Only 1 for 4 so far. They just need to calm down, play their game. Well, that's their first shot of the half that hasn't found their mark. It's been a good start for them.
Here's Randall, and Randall throws it down.
The plus ball handling by Randall. Rare to see that from a young power forward.
And you talk about the perfect veteran wing player. Danny Green's right at the top of that list. Solid defense, good shooter, and plays within himself.
Young for 3, and again it's Pittsburgh with a 3.
Well, they're getting stops, and they're attacking on the offensive end.
Yeah, now that's how you mount a comeback. They're not all the way back, but they're getting close.
And that one's good, Morant. And Greg, the experiences that Danny Green has had over the course of his terrific career, it's hard to match.
I mean, he's won multiple titles in his career, done so in different places with different types of teams. He's seen it all and knows what it takes.
Oh, that was something else.
Oh, man, what a good job by Carter. I mean, he takes complete control of the paint and finishes the play strong.
Outside, Green. There's the pass to Zeller. Here now is Dinwiddie. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Dinwiddie's got 8 points. Young passes to Barrett. Now, Reddish. Sinks the three-pointer.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Young against Morant. Dishes to Dinwiddie. A floater. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Morant's got 3 assists now in this one.
What a pass from Morant. I mean, he does a terrific job staying alert and seeking those opportunities.
Young passes to Morris. It's Barrett on the wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Reddish. No good on the triple. Here's Dinwiddie. And it is good at the buzzer. Wow.
and they will go.
And so it's Brooklyn in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They're shooting the ball so well in this one, a great performance from the field. And we'll be right back after this. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
I mean, well, if you're the coaching staff, I mean, you're pumped up. This highlight will not only make it on the TV, it'll make it into the film session tomorrow.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. We've got Carter. Barrett is out there with Marcus Morris. Then it's Reddish. And it's Young in at the 1 spot. Passes it to Zeller. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Dinwiddie with the bucket.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Young finds Barrett. Back to Young. Pass to Reddish. Fires the 3. And again, it's Pittsburgh with a 3.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Back to Morant. Jacks up a 3. Offensive rebound. Shot by Zeller, no good.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
Barrett against Morant. Barrett, no good. And so it's Rendell bringing it up now for the Brooklyn Nets. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Pittsburgh trails by 4. Young outside. Pass to Morris. Over in the corner, Reddish.
And if they've been saving a sure thing play, now is the time for it.
Dinwiddie dishes to Morant. Back to Dinwiddie. The Nets need to get a shot off here. And the Nets miss again. For Pittsburgh, they've gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Dinwiddie against Young. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It goes on Cody Zeller.
Got to be careful in how you're going to guard Young. He often seeks out contact and really forces the issue.
Wrong guy to put on the line in the close game. You know he's not going to miss.
Now here's Dinwiddie. Defense right on him. They kick it out to Green. Can they get it? Gets it from 3-point range. And the Nets lead by 5.
Oh, when the team needs a bucket, Green steps up. I mean, ready to deliver assertive shooting and keeps them on track. The fearlessness of Carter Jr. Outstanding job upping his intensity.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. They're ahead by 3. 1:04 left in the fourth quarter. And now, let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, Ja Morant.
And he's played this entire game on his front foot, Kevin. I mean, driving the lane, going to the rim with purpose, and getting those points the hard way.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, I was able to listen in on what the Nets head coach was going over with his team. He told them, hey, this game is there for you, but we got to go get it. 50-50 balls, getting to the basket. We have to give it all right now. Kevin?
Dinwiddie, and they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
That's why they put the ball in his hands. They know they can count on him to make crucial shots.
Now a timeout called by Pittsburgh. They're trailing by 3. 41 seconds left in the fourth quarter. 41 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Reddish. Zeller grabs the board. They can more or less wrap it up right here.
This has to be a very smart possession.
Good. That one just took the air right out of the crowd.
There is no noise in the stands right now.
Now a timeout called by Pittsburgh. They're down by 5. 26 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And Young kicks to Reddish. Back to Young for 3. Zeller grabs the board. These guys have had some good motion on offense. Nice assistant.
And when everyone's involved offensively, it has a way of helping you on the defensive side as well.
And one of the younger players to enter the 2019 draft, Morant, wise beyond his years. Those free throws helping him to make the lead even safer.
And again, it's Pittsburgh missing. And so it's Brooklyn with the win. They seem to... All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up for...